So Tommy,
Yes.
we rolled the N64 out of storage, dusted it off.
The storage of your shelf.
It's a very dusty shelf.
Okay, go on.
We rolled it out. I had to take out the NES and swap it out Indiana Jones style.
That sounds like it's dangerous. Was I there for that?
No.
Oh, that explains why I don't remember anything of what you're talking about. And also why I assume you're making it all up.
But instead of a boulder, a copy of Banjo-Kazooie came rolling down instead.
It's not very round. I don't imagine it made it too far.
No, it just kind of clunked down a few shelves, actually.
And then you said, oh, hey, here we go. Let's play.
Yeah, here we go. Just spent about 20 minutes plugging everything up and getting recording started.
And now here we are.
Now here we are.
Now here we are. Levi's house is completely destroyed by this massive copy of Banjo-Kazooie.
Well, it's not even really a pound. It's just a piece of plastic and a few microchips in it.
So it never really was a threat to begin with.
No.
No, I didn't think so.
I just have a flair for the dramatic.
Yeah. So are we gonna play this game?
Yes.
Okay.
We had to watch this lovely intro. So Banjo-Kazooie, made by Rare back when they actually made video games and not just Xbox avatars.
Right. Because that's all they're really known for these days.
Yeah, pretty much.
You've got some save files on here already.
Not anymore. Delete all. No.
Oh, boy. I was ready. I was clenching my butthole and I was ready to go.
There's these rare, unique animations where something terrible happened to Banjo, but it's just random how they pop up. Like for the bed there, and the bed will swing up and launch him out of the window.
Is that real?
Yes.
Wow. So if you select it, then sometimes he dies.
Sometimes he dies.
And then you just get a game over screen right there and it deletes your file.
And
this game is hardcore.
And I always thought that there was some way to trigger it. Like, you had to time it with, like, the goldfish in the background tapping against the glass or something like that. But as far as I can tell, it's just random.
Kind of like the fireworks in Mario. How if you have the right number at the end of your time, you get some fireworks. Right?
Yeah, it's exactly not like that.
Oh, so, okay. Never mind. So tell me about the witch here. I seriously... Okay, wait. Before we get too far into this.
Grundy's an Uggo.
Yeah, Grundy's an Ugg. I don't know diddly dick about this game.
That's fine.
I think the only time that I've played it, you played it, because I was a PlayStation kid. And so my collectathon was Gex 3. Which we will one day do a Let's Play of, but that's getting way ahead of ourselves here. So Banjo-Kazooie, as far as I understand, is the gold standard of collectathons, correct?
Yes.
Yes. Now, so if I ask you a question about Banjo-Kazooie, it's because I have no idea.
Alright.
So what'd you say your name was?
Gruntilda.
Right. And she's an Ugg.
She's an Uggo, and she wants to be beautiful.
And so, because she's so insecure about her appearance, she built a mountain statue of her ugly-ass face, right?
I wonder if she did that, or if someone else did that for her.
Well, I'm sure we'll never meet them, because I'm sure she totally killed their ass.
Or trapped their face into a skull or something.
We're getting ahead of ourselves here. So, look! It's her dumb face!
With giant, priceless emeralds for the eyes.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine? Wait. Can you imagine?
How many dozens of children died in mining accidents to get those things out?
Yes! They're massive! They're the size of her! And the worst part is... She says, I commissioned you to build a statue of my face! Beautiful! And you made it ugly and used my 2 priceless emeralds for it! They said, yeah! I really captured your essence. And then she captured their essence into a skull and fired it out into the space. That's what witches do, I think.
Space witches.
Space witches, yeah. Jedis, as they're normally known. So what's the plot so far? I haven't been looking.
Banjo's sister is being kidnapped by Gruntilda.
Right. Banjo's hot sister.
No.
How old is she?
Like 7.
Ish. So Banjo's hot sister. No. That is one thing I did catch. Gruntilda says, "Who's the hottest girl around? It's me, right?" And the caller says, "Fuck no, look at you. You disgusting, you make me want to throw up." And she says, "Well, who is the hottest person?" And he says, "The 7-year-old girl." I think this entire game and this whole quest stems from that mirror, or cauldron rather, because this is Snow White. That cauldron being a disgusting pedophile.
Well, it's definitely disgusting.
What's in that cauldron, do you think?
Her underwear.
Oh, boy, you said that fast. That's canon, isn't it?
A little bit.
Oh, boy, I'm not happy about that.
Okay, so Bottles here is going to offer us the tutorial. I'm going to hit B because he'll just give us all our moves.
Man.
Well, the basic moves at least. We have to find him in the other stages. Where to get him? Let's bug him.
Hey, Bottles. Jeez.
No, give me the tutorial anyway.
Does he ever? He's gonna kill you, dude. And he just bricks the cart. Oh, thank God.
No.
Okay, I'm gonna assume from now on that he just says that 100 times.
Sure, let's go with that.
Okay. Alright, so...
We're gonna jump up here, grab this 1-up. And something you'll find about Banjo-Kazooie is that everything talks.
Oh, that I know. And everything has a stupid voice. Okay, so...
Okay, and here is the rare standard of character design. Take an object and slap great big eyeballs on him.
That's what I tend to do. See, look, you got your health up. He's talking to you.
With great big eyeballs.
Great big googly eyes. That's how you know it's a Banjo-Kazooie character. Here's another thing.
It's gonna have eyeballs.
There it is. And guess what?
Talks in the voice.
It's talking to us. Got a big ol' onion? Eyeballs on it. Wait a minute. What kind of stupid-ass bad guys are onions and carrots and cauliflower? Who's the main developer of this game?
Oh, jeez. Who is it?
Rare. So Johnny Rare was in his kitchen, and he was like, "Oh God, I gotta come up with bad guys for the first level." He opens his fridge to grab a snack. He says, "Hang on, I got an idea." Here we go. I'm assuming that later you fight like dragons and like cyclopses and shit.
You fight a giant eyeball with a pair of eyeballs on it. You really like that one.
Oh, fuck!
I wish that was true. Here's a rock with some eyeballs on it.
Wait, you made that up?
Yes, unfortunately I made that up.
What the fuck, man? That's not cool. I laughed really hard at that joke, and it turns out it's not true. I'm really upset.
I'm not. That means you laughed at my joke.
A giant eyeball with eyes. Oh, boy. I feel betrayed. Alright, cauliflower. Tough enemy. Wait. That was it?
Yep. So collecting all those empty honeycombs gives you an extra, increases your max life.
Right.
And
just like in Gex 3, where you collect all the honeycombs. Or whatever Gexes eat. Flies, I think?
Eyeballs.
Oh, yeah!
So anyway, the idea is that you can just skip this part if you want, because getting the last set of empty honeycombs will actually increase your max life.
Okay.
But the question is, why would you do that when you can just get one right now?
Very good question. And the answer is speedrunning. Are we going to speedrun this?
No.
This is news to me, you know. Everything you say is news to me. Especially the eyeball with eyes. God damn it! I'm really upset.
I also like how the statue of Grunny only has like 6 teeth.
Like I said, she commissioned the statue. She commissioned the statue. That dickhead. Hang on a second. Wait. She built these, like, fly teleporters, right?
Either her or Citizen Klungo back there.
Okay, I'm gonna assume it's Klungo, because Klungo was like, oh, I fit. Because look! She's all slammed in there.
Yeah, Klungo is the kind of person who would design based around himself, and we're like, yep, that's good enough.
Just like me. Klungo... Does Klungo have a mohawk?
No.
I'm gonna say, yes, he does.
Alright, fine.
Fine. Now, Klungo there... wait a minute. Wait. She's already doing the master plan.
Yep, we gotta get up there and stop her.
Oh, you gotta jump into the portrait!
No. This isn't Mario 64.
I bet they did that on purpose.
Probably. That's Mr. Jiggy to you.
Okay, so the Jiggy's here. Short for Jigsaw, of course, but we don't go by that anymore. Mr. Jigsaw here is your main collectible, correct?
You get them in order to progress along with something else. Also, I really like the walls in Gruntilda's castle because it has a whole bunch of monsters drawn into it.
It's mostly just spooky jack-o'-lanterns. Look at this.
The spooky jack-o'-lanterns come later, don't you worry about that.
Oh boy. So, your Jiggy's your main collectible, right?
You put them into the jigsaw puzzles to unlock new stages.
Right. So the whole game has this jigsaw theme. We didn't really watch it on the main menu, but I was watching the main menu for about 20 minutes. And there's this whole jigsaw theme. Why?
That's actually a good question. Banjo-Kazooie likes to take a bunch of pieces and just kind of have them fit together naturally, rather than just... I mean, why not jigsaw pieces?
I don't know. Why not anything else? Why not keys?
Why not stars?
Why not guns? This game doesn't have any guns in it. That's what I would say if this game was released in 2004.
You sort of get guns in the sequel.
Oh, that I remember because it's a GoldenEye clone.
Okay, it at least makes sense for the skulls to have eyeballs, kind of.
Well, yeah, I mean, sure. It makes sense for those guys to have eyeballs. Right? What the fuck are those things?
Jinjos.
So, he says, we are imprisoned. Look at him. He's in prison. Just standing there.
Well, maybe he can't swim. He can fly.
The other one was just standing on a thing. Like, it was like a 5-foot drop.
Well, that's really tall for someone so short.
Have you ever seen a cat jump down from like a 10-foot drop? I don't give a fuck.
I don't think they're cats.
What are they, really? Reptiles, I think?
Jinjos?
And look. The Jinjo has to fit into the animal kingdom in some way. Unless they're plants. You telling me the Jinjo is a fungus? Maybe. And now he is dead. I'm glad we both made the same joke. I'm glad we're on the same page here.
Yeah, and Paige is murdered.
Yes. Alright, so Donkey Kong here throws poo-poo at you.
Oranges.
Right, sorry, this isn't Conquer. And, oh, that's it.
Yep.
That was easy.
You gotta stand on the orange blocks and you gotta toss oranges on them.
Makes sense. Now, what I like most about Banjo-Kazooie, because I said I don't know diddly dick about Banjo-Kazooie, but that's not totally true. I know a little bit about it. What I like most about Banjo-Kazooie as a collectathon, compared to others that I've played, is that you can collect these jiggies here, and it lets you keep going.
Yep, that's a really good thing. Now you can just go through the stages all in one go. There's one exception to it, and we'll get that to when we get to it. So I'm gonna give this orange to Diddy over here.
That is literally Diddy Kong.
No, it's Chimpy.
That is literally Liddy Kong. I said that whole sentence, and the whole time I was like, boy, I hope I don't actually say some sort of weird slur. Literally? Liddy? Is that a slur somewhere? I hope not.
I'm feeling a little bit offended.
Boy, stop, because otherwise we're not going to get sponsored.
Sponsored by who?
Monster Energy Drink. 'Cause we're playing an Xbox game. Let's talk about that.
How it was ported to the 360 later on.
Yes.
And how that has a glitch that can make you permanently miss some of the notes.
Yes.
Okay.
We will... That, again, that I know about. So we will talk about that when we come to it.
We'll talk about it when we come to it.
Don't let me forget, because I've already forgotten. So now you gotta kill Donkey Kong.
Yep, by shooting him with eggs.
Just like you do. Now hold on. Do it again. Do it again. She spits them.
Yep.
Kazooie spits the eggs out of her mouth.
Uh-huh. Can I just say, I think red is a really bold choice for a training brawl.
Oh man, I don't want to talk about that. Because they say that red is the sexiest color. But you also said training bra? And we were also talking earlier about how that mirror, Cauldron or whatever the fuck, thinks that a 7-year-old is the hottest person in the land, so... I am already feeling very gross about myself right now. But anyway, so you can go through these levels and get all the jiggies in one go. That's super nice, because Super Mario 64 and then my favorite gold standard of collectathons, Gex 3, requires you to go through the level multiple times. Which is kind of irritating, and I grew up a PlayStation kid.
Right,
so
you mentioned that.
I've mentioned that multiple times, not on the channel, but to you. And I've always thought that it was super irritating. I was like, I just want to go through the level and get all the remotes in one go. Little did I know that the game of my dreams was made, and I couldn't fucking play it.
Banjo-Kazooie is a pretty good game.
I've heard.
Also, get ready for this noise to be played forever.
Now, is it going to bother you if I do that every single time you're walking?
No, I encourage it.
I do not. I have actually changed my mind now. You see, another thing, I'm sitting here waiting for you to get ready to play this game. I'm thinking, oh, every time he's walking around on Kazooie, I'm going to go, hurry, and it's going to piss him off. But here you go, like, oh yeah, no, that's just what you do. Is that part of playing this game?
It's part of the experience.
Your turn.
You sound like a granny imitating a creaky door. Somebody give me the oil for this.
We're losing so many subscribers right now.
We're already dipping into the negatives.
YouTube is charging us to upload this video. So we got this big old ant right here.
Well, it's a termite.
Who cares? Ants and termites is the same shit, you know that.
It's true, they explode really good.
Didn't you see the movie Ants? Where they had to fight the termites? In the big old termite war? What the fuck was that movie?
I don't know. It's like they... Oh, what's that other bug movie? Bugs?
Bugs Life?
Bugs Life.
Dude, Bugs Life fucking rules.
Yeah, I gotta get this thing. It's like they were trying to be that, but didn't really know how to be that.
Here's some trivia.
Did it come out first?
The same time.
Good.
Well, similar release dates. They both came out in 1997, I want to say. 97 or 98.
So, a year before Banjo-Kazooie.
Right. And what's
That was
weird...
topical.
Right. And what's weirdest about those movies is that they were both in development at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to tell whether one was ripped off the other. And then at this point, which one is better really comes down to personal preference. Being a Disney fan myself, I prefer the Pixar Bugs Life. But I've only seen Ants once. I thought it was insane. not necessarily in a good way, but also being that it's DreamWorks, I mean, it's not like DreamWorks is bad.
Did you notice that empty honeycomb there for a split second?
No, I was talking about Bugs Life, dude. There's a Jiggy over there.
Yep. Oh, right, the Jinjo dropped it.
Okay, so anyway, so actually, it's funny that you bring up Bugs Life and let me get on the spiel about this. Because that's going to be our next LP, is Bugs Life 64.
I already want to die.
Okay.
Okay, do you want to see some garbage?
Well, sure.
You can only reach that if you don't shoot away the bottom one.
Wow, what a bastard. Alright, I'm going to talk about a game we're not playing. So, Bugs Life. The Bugs Life game on the Nintendo 64. Also on the PlayStation. Terrible fucking game.
Alright, you know what I think of that?
Yeah. Oh. That was a good way to end it. Shit yourself to death. So you were saying earlier that whoever it was that built Gruntilla's big old dumb grunty mountain was locked in a skull. I'm assuming this is the skull you were referring to.
You'll see in a second.
Oh, okay.
First, we gotta go over here.
Yeah. Show that guy who's bought. Oh. Gotta go into this big old pineapple, right? Is that guy trying to call you ugly?
Something like that. And he just explodes so good.
He really does. You know, it's really satisfying. Alright, I'm gonna talk about another game.
God damn it.
No, this is related.
Okay.
Alright. Spyro the Dragon. Alright?
Another collectathon. When was it released? 99?
The first Spyro was 98.
Okay, 98.
And that's not as much a collectathon as this. Not that that's a bad thing, but no. In Spyro the Dragon 2, there's a number of enemies that you can kill that explode just like that termite, where they're like pieces are bouncing all over the place. So I was like 9 or 10 playing through that. It used to freak me the fuck out. I would get like sick to my stomach, like, oh god, oh. It was crabs that did that. The crabs would explode like that.
Oh, yeah, we'll see some crabs explode later on.
Oh, I'm sure, and I'm sure I'll be just sick this time around. So Mumbo Jumbo here. I have a question about Mumbo Jumbo.
Yep.
The hell is he?
That's something I've been trying to figure out for a long time. If you ignore the skull, he looks sort of like a turtle person.
Okay. But it's very difficult to ignore the skull, Levi.
Especially
he is
considering
80. He's 80% skull.
And he's living in a skull made of other skulls. Oh my god, Mumbo, how many people have you killed?
He's living in a skull made of skulls, and he says, "You know what I need for some superpowers? Bring me some more skulls.
I can really use some more for my collection."
I need more skulls.
You got a pretty nice skull yourself. I'll see you later.
Oh my god. That guy's freaking me out, man.
Okay, so in the instruction manual for Banjo-Kazooie, it talks about how the reason he's a skull is because Gruntilda turned his face into a skull with magic.
Okay.
So it's not like that normally.
Okay.
And during the game's game over, after Grundy becomes hot because she absorbed all of the youthful energies from Tootie, which is what I would call it.
From a 7-year-old girl?
All the youthful energies.
All the hotness energies?
All the youthful energies.
Okay! Well, you know...
And
go ahead.
And she... I believe the strategy guide described her as looking like a Spice Girl.
In case you forgot, this game came out in 1998.
1998. Afterwards, Mumbo almost immediately starts hitting on her.
Which fucking Spice Girl?
I don't know. Crazy Spice?
Crazy Spice. That's not a thing.
Sure it is.
I had to think about it. I forgot. Now we got Baby Spice.
Okay.
No. We're doing this.
Oh god, I was about to say.
Now Baby Spice is pretty hot. But Baby Spice is also the young one. Of course, now she's probably like in her like 80s or 90s. But Baby Spice is pretty hot. But we're not talking about Baby Spice. Then there's Posh Spice, which is the leader of the group, which is Victoria Beckham, married to David Beckham. But that's the only one that anybody knows her name. because she somehow made a career after the Spice Girls. So she doesn't really look much like Posh Spice. And then there was Sporty Spice, who had her hair tied back real tight in a tight ponytail. And she looked kind of gross. So not Sporty Spice. And then there was Scary Spice. And now, we're going to get into some touchy subjects here. The Scary Spice was the black one. And so I'd like to think that the British are just scared of black people.
I'm sure everything you said was very informative and accurate, and I didn't pay attention to it at all, because you were talking about Spice Girls.
And then there was Ginger Spice, too. But, I mean, since, you know, Gruntilda is not a ginger, that doesn't count. So I think she looks like Posh Spice.
I'll take your word for it.
What were we saying before? Oh, the hotness energies. Right.
The youthful energies.
The hotness energies, yes.
But yes,
so,
Gruntilda absorbs the youthful energies, and then Mumbo starts hitting on her, even though his face is permanently in a skull forever because of her. Even in the sequels, after you beat up Gruntilda like 2-3 times, he's still in a skull.
Look, alright, sometimes curses take a back seat to getting your dick wet. Alright? I know that very well. You know how many times I haven't cursed?
I think at least twice.
None. I've never been cursed. Because I'm not a fucking idiot. I don't fuck witches. Okay? You ever fucked a witch, Levi?
None that you know of.
Ooh, buddy. Alright, so...
so during that conversation, I finished the stage.
Yeah, and he did it. He beat it. He beat the game. It's good. We're in the credits. We're in the credits, and this right here provides a good segue into our Bugs Life LP. So tune in. This video's not over, is it?
No.
Okay. Okay, hang on. I really lost my train of thought here. We were talking about fucking witches. But I wasn't actually talking about that. I was talking about something different.
You were talking about Spice Girls.
No, it was after the Spice Girls. No, it was before the Spice Girls. The hotness energies. Right, the hotness energies.
Youthful energies.
Yes, the youthful energies. Why did you have to turn into a termite? Oh, to get up the mountain.
To get up the mountain.
Okay, that's kind of cool. So, like 20 minutes ago when we were talking about the hotness energies, I was thinking about this. If you are 7 billion years old like Gruntilda is, alright? And you want to look like you're about 20. You've got to have something big to offset it. So you can't get a hot 20-year-old, because that'll make you look like you're about 3 billion years old.
Please do not say the phrase hot 7-year-old.
So you need to get a really hot 7-year-old. Like Tootie.
So we're leaving behind Mumbo's Mountain and Conversation Forever.
Yeah. I'm gonna miss all those hot 7-year-olds.
So in addition to jigsaws, there's also musical notes. And both of them are what you need to progress. You need the musical notes to get further into Gruntilda's castle, and the jigsaws to open up new stages.
Okay. Where do all the hot 7-year-olds come into this?
You are definitely within punching range, so stop talking about that.
I am pretty close to your fist right now. And it's probably best that we stop.